Okay, so things didn't work out as anticipated or as I had expected, but I'm still happy with the overall outcome. So let's jump into it. So I was actually pretty surprised that he opened with Heliolisk. I didn't know what it was going to do, which is why I want the music off. Does the music reset? Oh, it does reset itself on volume. Good to know. Okay. So I immediately went with a taunt just to stop it from doing anything, from setting up. I went with a volt switch. I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's fine. Saw the Pelipper. I was like, all right, I think it's gonna do Tailwind, or rather, I went for Tailwind. And then the Alakazam came out. I went into the Raichu, and I was like, can I get the Calm Mind off? Got hit with the Shadow Ball, and I lived. So that Calm Mind was pretty clutch, in my opinion. Hit the Thunder. It was really unfortunate that it didn't kill. It kind of just wasted Raichu a little too soon. I was also like super duper hoping that he was gonna predict the Thunder and swap into Mega Swampert sooner, and then I could have swapped into Barney, but alas, that didn't play out. Ate the Psychic. I mean, honestly, I don't think the Solar Beam was a good play here. I should have gone with Air Slash instead. Helios came out since it had the dry skin. I was like, okay, let me see if I can't like stall it out. I also thought that it had Life Orb, so it was like, great, this thing's on like a super duper timer. I went with Synthesis because I was just going to tank the hits left and right. I saw the Hurricane coming, and I was like, all right, we need to switch into Florida Man ASAP. I got hit with the Confused. I was super scared that I was going to hit myself in Confusion, but I got the Stealth Rock off, which was great. Got some leftover heals, went back into Whimsicott. Floof honestly just ate that surf so well, and Floof really, really put in some work. Rest in peace, Floof. You did good. Went into Hisuian Typhlosion. I legitimately was surprised that the burn didn't go off. I think Kuda heard me go, what? That didn't burn? And I forgot, even though in my pregame commentary, I was like, there's a chance for a burn, but I was banking on the burn just to get more chip damage. Energy Ball did pretty decently well, which made me happy. The Politoed came out and then set up the rain again. I went with the Protect to see what it had. It had the Psychic, and I was like, okay, we need a pivot. Swampert came back out, ate that Psychic pretty decently well. I guess I was expecting more damage. I was really hoping it would live one Surf so I could get the knockoff off, but oh well. It's a classic match between Pelipper and Barney, and we both found out that if you die from Stealth Rocks, you don't get the weather, which is fantastic. I went with the Protect just to burn the time on the Helios because I wasn't going to outspeed it without the Tailwind. Went into Bubba. I was so sure Bubba was going to live one hit, but maybe if I tweaked my special defense EVs, things would have been different. This thing is choice scarfed. I went with the Focus Blast. It did its job. The Politoed came out, and I think I missed the Focus Blast, which is unfortunate. I don't know if it would have made a difference. It might have made a difference, honestly, if the Focus Blast landed, because then I could have Air Slash to win. Also, I was so surprised that the Flamethrower, I guess not now, but when I did the Flamethrower, that it was going to kill. I'm glad I protected there, to be honest. Whether or not it mattered, who knows, but I'm just glad I protected. Politoed comes back out. My rain's gone. I cannot Solar Beam, which is super duper unfortunate. I think ideally, if I were to rerun this battle, honestly, I think I would have swapped out Hisui and Typhlosion for Ninetales as well, just to keep the sun pressure active. And I probably would have played Raichu a little more smartly. And I don't know if I'm gonna bring Tailwind back for the next match that I'll be in. But we'll see. If anything, Mega Pyroar still needs to see some combat because of the claws that we have. So yeah, overall, I mean, yeah, I lost, but overall pretty happy. It was a pretty close game. Again, I think if I had a second sun setter, I could have done a little bit more. I think I also could have used floof a little bit better. Sans the tailwind. Maybe like a fake out would have been really good. I think I can learn fake out. I might be wrong. I'll have to double check the moves. But yeah, I definitely should have toggled my EVs a bit on the special defensive side. I want to believe in my heart of hearts that Big Bubba Venusaur could have lived one of those hits that I got hammered with, and I could have gotten like a free kill off the Heliolisk. Yeah. So, oh well. It's the first match of the season. Really close differential. I'm happy with the turnout. Do I wish I won? Yeah, totally. But that's fine. That's what the next one's for. And with that, on to the next one.